Hi, welcome back. I'm Emily, and usually on my channel I focus on journaling, but today I'm going to be sharing with you my choice for my first planner in over 10 years and why I chose it. I have three options here that Leuchtturm kindly sent over to me to check out and help me decide which one that I want to use for 2024. And I thought it would also be great to show all of you the different sizes and layout options and even cover weights like softcover or hardcover that Leuchtturm offers, because I didn't know that they had planners. I'm usually a huge fan of their journals. So we'll get into each of these sizes and the layouts. I have a weekly in an A5 size, a monthly in a B5 softcover, and I have this absolutely massive A4 Plus master planner for 2024, and this is in the daily layout. So this is absolutely huge. I've never seen a bigger planner, so we'll go through this one and these two and take a closer look. Of course, I can't use three planners for 2024, so I'm going to choose one of these to use, and then I'll be giving away the other two on my Instagram. So check that out if you want to potentially get one of these planners, and otherwise we will get right into it. Let's start with this A4 Plus master size. This is absolutely huge. I didn't realize how large this would actually be, but it is great if you need a lot of space for your daily planning. As you could see, that is the comparison between an A5 and an A4 Plus, so quite a bit larger. And even the B5 looks quite small compared to this total size. It also gives you one page per day, including Saturdays and Sundays, and a page for notes after each week. So that's why it is this thick and essentially like a textbook. It is very heavy and hardcover. So I would be safe to say that this is definitely not portable, but I will take a look inside so that you can see what it looks like. You have your typical starting pages, and then it gives you an overview of the months and days for 2024, 2025, and 2023, as well as a vertical monthly page here for each of the months. And then as we get into the daily pages, this is what they look like. We have a schedule from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., a section for notes at the bottom, and then you have 6 months worth of being able to look ahead and behind for your monthly calendar view. It also will give you a little outline here to show you which week that you're in, so you can always make sure you're in the right week and how it relates to the other days in that month. So it's pretty straightforward and simple to use. I've seen a few different options and ways that you could use it if you really want to maximize the space. You could definitely use this right-hand side as more of a to-do list situation, and then use the left-hand side as your schedule if you don't want to use it completely from left to right, which could be really cool. Or you could use it for multiple people if you are a parent or a caregiver and you want to keep multiple kids or family members' schedules, or maybe yourself and your partner together in one place. This could be a great way to do it with two different columns. And of course, you have notes down here. You could put your to-do list down here too, or you could even collage, journal, do whatever you would like in this section. So there's lots of different options and functional ways that you could potentially use this. As you go through the rest of the journal, you do have one page for notes here. Here's one after the 14th of January, and the rest of the planner looks just like this. And I apologize if I say journal throughout this. I'm not used to having a planner. So whenever I say journal, just know that I mean planner for the most part. It gives you a super zoomed in view in that sense. There isn't a weekly overview page or anything like that. All of the pages look like this. And the large space can be really helpful for keeping all of your notes and getting super detailed. They offer this one in all different sizes. I chose the A4 Plus because I just wanted to see what that would be like to get it in the largest possible size. I've never actually seen a planner this large, so maybe if you want to impress your friends or the planner community, you could pick this one up and show them just how large a planner could be. But they do offer this in so many sizes, all the way down to A6 size, I believe. So that would be this is about A6 size. So you could have the same layout, but just super condensed on a size like this and still give you enough space to kind of write little details and whatnot. But if you want a super zoomed in view and you really want to get into the nitty gritty of every single day without needing a weekly overview, then this would be a great option that you can use to label your journal and also archive it, as well as a giant pocket in the back for you to keep extra ephemera pieces or whatever you would like in your daily planner. Like I said before, this thing is absolutely massive and super thick. It has 464 pages, so definitely not portable, but a really good option for a always on your desk type of planner. This next one I want to show you is the B5 composition notebook. I got it in a deep navy blue, and it is a soft cover as well, so it'll be a little bit lighter than your typical B5 composition notebook, a little bit more portable if that's what you're into. It has 16 months as a monthly planner, and it goes from November of 2023 to February of 2025. The other cool thing about this is that there's actually a notebook section in this planner. So the back end of this planner has these dot grid pages for you to write notes and keep yourself organized. And then there is the monthly pages as well. This one has a project plan page. You could definitely use this to track your progress on habits or to keep track of when you work on a project. And then you get into the monthly pages, and it's all the monthly pages one after another, and they have multiple lines on each of the areas so that you can write in notes or appointments or things like that. And then they have a little section, of course, where there isn't any days. So all of the pages look the same, pretty much like this, and it gives you just enough space to write your important pieces of information or things you want to remember. And then we have our index here for the rest of the planner, which is actually a journal. It starts with a number 1 here, so the pages are numbered like usual. It's the same fountain pen friendly paper that we've come to know and love. And then you have the pocket at the back. For this type of planner, it's great for someone who is looking for more of a high-level overview of their life or their appointments or things that they need to do, especially when it comes to the project overview page and the vertical monthly pages, even international holidays. It gives you a really nice overview so that you could look at everything from a high-level view and plan out multiple months at a time, or just plan out your entire month at a time. If you are someone who doesn't usually use a journal, but you want a place to keep all of your project notes or keep your to-do list in one place alongside your monthly planning, then having this journal or notebook component can be really helpful. For me, I have a lot of journals, as we all know, so I don't see myself using these pages to the fullest if I were to use a monthly calendar, but I think that this is a great option for someone who sort of wants it all in one and also wants a sort of lightweight version. I also really like the size for the monthly overviews. It does come in smaller options, but I think this gives you quite a bit of room to write as many things as you'd like. Or like I said before, if you're keeping track of multiple people's appointments or important dates, then this gives you a good amount of space, similar to the daily pages. But of course, it's not as big as an A4 plus, which is probably a good thing. Finally, we have the weekly notebook. This one is in a classic A5 size, and it comes with 12 months as a weekly planner. It also comes with an extra booklet for anniversaries and addresses, which is very interesting. This one, similar to the rest of them, has your yearly overview pages, the vertical monthly view with the moon phases, international holidays, project plan, and then we get right into the weekly pages. They have an entire week to one spread, and they put Saturday and Sunday on the same area, so you have less space for those 2 days, which isn't my favorite, but I do appreciate that they use all of the space on the pages, and it still gives you quite a bit of room on an A5 size to write what you need to. Every single page looks exactly like this, and they do have the moon phases as well indicated next to some of the days where there are important moon phase changes. And as we go through, you can see it really doesn't change that much. It's a very simple, straightforward layout with lots of space to do whatever you need to do's, or if you want to bullet journal in a way, you could do that in here as well, or plan whatever you need to do on a weekly basis. As we go through, you'll see it goes all the way to just the very last week of December 2024 and keeps it pretty tight into January to December. And then as we get to the back, there is this extra little piece, of course, the archiving stickers like the other two, but we have this booklet, and you can take it out. It is separatable from the rest of the journal planner, not journal. And it's just this little address and anniversary book, and they give you 1 page per letter, and it's just lined in these really nice tabs at the side to keep everything organized. It's tucked into the pocket in the back, so you know it'll stay safe and nice and snug in the planner as you're using it, or of course you can separate it like I said before. This one is pretty straightforward, but it's a really nice size and it's not super thick. A typical A5 journal from Leuchtturm is a little bit thicker and has more pages, but if you're just looking for a straight up weekly planner, this is a really simple and approachable option. I also like that it comes in this beautiful deep green color. I've been really into that lately. So given all of the pros and cons of each of these options, I've chosen the weekly A5 for 2024. I really like the idea of a weekly overview and the ability to see things from a weekly standpoint. With monthly, I do really like that they have the option to see things from a monthly viewpoint, like I said before, but I didn't really see myself using the journal pages. So you can see it's quite a difference. I like the idea of having a monthly spread, being able to go into a little bit more detail than I could in a monthly spread like this, but still give me more of an overview than the daily pages like we saw in the giant A4 Plus. The reason why I didn't choose the daily is because I work a 9-to-5 job Monday to Friday, and I usually use my calendar for work as my planner for the day and to keep myself organized. So I didn't really see myself using this layout to the fullest extent because I would just be using it for after work and for Saturday and Sunday. So it didn't really seem like a good fit, especially since there's so much space in here. I don't think I'd be using it to the fullest extent like I would with the weekly. I also tend to think of chunks of time in weeks, so this seemed to really align with my mental model the best, although I do really like the idea of the monthly overview as well. If I could, I would sort of mix these two, I think, but for now, I think this would be the thing I would stick to the most and get the most use out of. I'm excited to join the many people who will have a planner in 2024, as I've admired planners and people who plan from afar for so long. So now I get to join all of you, which is exciting. Did my choice surprise you at all? And do you have any advice for me as someone who's getting back into planning after so long of being away from it? Any tips or tricks that you can share to keep me on track would be amazing. If you're interested in picking up any of these or looking at what other options are available, make sure you check out the Leuchtturm1917 website. They offer a variety of planners and journals in different layouts like I showed you today, colors, cover weights, all the different things. You can even get your planner or journal personalized with your name or with someone else's as a gift, which is a really nice touch. Pens, pencils, and pen loops are also available. They have so many things I didn't know about before I became a brand ambassador, and I love sharing them with people, so definitely check those out. You can even customize them and get matching colors of pen loops and pens and journals or planners, so you have like a nice matching set, which is really cute. Remember to use my code Emily20 for 20% off the entire Leuchtturm1917 website. The link is in my description below. Every time you watch my videos, like, comment, subscribe, or check out my sponsors, it really helps me as a smaller creator, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.